so strongly was destiny through the depths of your essence, but it's in your head. And it's like people outside of your head try and tell you how you gotta be, and deter you from showing up authentically. Get yourself starting to believe the shit, like blah blah blah.
Hey y'all, welcome to Aniyah's Notes. I am your host, AniyahJelisa. I realize I don't be saying who I am, I just say my name, but I'm a tarot reader and a spiritualist. I'm also an artist. I've been doing tarot for 6 years now. I think I started doing tarot in 2019, and here we are today. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Welcome in if you're new, welcome back if you're subscribed. Today we're going to be looking into what you don't see coming, okay? I don't know if this is going to be positive, potentially negative. I don't know. We're just gonna find out. All right, so go ahead and choose your photo. I will catch you in your pile. All the information to book as well as the timestamps are down below in the description box. And let's go ahead and get straight into it. Hey pile one, welcome to your reading, welcome to Aniyah's Notes. So today we're going to be looking into what you don't see coming. All right, and now sometimes I will channel messages from the image, but I didn't make a thumbnail yet, so I'm not gonna do that. Today we're gonna just go, back to how I used to do it and just do tarot. Yeah, even though, don't get me wrong, I like channeling images, but sometimes I have to, in order for me to do that, I obviously have to make the thumbnail before I record, and I didn't do that today, so hey, whatever. You're gonna go back to the OG way. All right, so let's go ahead and get straight into it. Today, I'm gonna be using the Herb Crafters Tarot, and the first card we have out is the Queen of Swords, Madre of Air. Okay, Queen of Swords. So what does pile one not see coming? We have Kieran Deer. I'm pretty sure this is the King. Yeah, pretty sure this is the King of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. The King of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. Next we have the Emperor, okay, Aries energy. Yeah, one more card, please, Spirit. Whoa, okay. We have the Six of Swords, the Six of Air. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Wands. What does pile one not see coming? Pile one, I feel like what you all don't see coming is an opportunity through something that is already around you. So, okay, with the cards here, what I'm getting is, with the Queen of Swords, the King of Pentacles, this, I'm getting different ways that this can apply to you, okay? So take what resonates, just walk with me, all right? Let's dive in. So for some of you, I feel like this is going to be you, a relationship coming to you, okay? With the Queen of Swords, the King of Pentacles, it doesn't have to be like gender specific, but I just get the vibe that these could obviously represent two people, and you might be one of them, you know? Me personally, I'm a Libra, so that would make me the Queen of Swords in this case, but take how it resonates, right? Either way, there's this vibe that I feel like there is somebody who thinks that they're open to love, or they want romance and they think they're open to it, but they're kind of not. Like, they're kind of being stiff or standoffish. And with the Four of Cups here, there's just this energy of like not being interested in what's being offered. So if this is applying for you all in relationships, this could look like you feeling like you have options, but that you don't want anybody. Like, you don't want any of the people who want you. Maybe the people who want you are already in a relationship, or they're, not trying to date, or they just don't like you back, or they don't notice you, or you don't know them, or whatever. As if there's this blockage. But then with the Emperor here and the Six of Swords, also with the Page of Wands specifically, I'm getting the vibes that there's going to be this surge of energy that push you forward. And in some of your cases, I'm gonna get to that in a second, I see it in a different way, but for those of you where this is about a person coming into your life, I feel like there's going to be a surge of this person gaining the confidence to come and approach you, or to come and make themselves known in some kind of way. So for some of you, what you don't see coming is an offer, okay, an approach. But this is not going to be the same kind of approach that you have been ignoring or repelling or saying no to before. Okay, this is like the universe sending you something different because you've been saying no to something else. So, okay, if you don't want that, let me give you this, you know? And with the Page of Wands here, I feel like this is something that might start out with like a pop or like a spark, and then it kind of like mellows out into something that feels just more stable, more logical, more grounded. So this could be somebody approaching you in a way that feels like spontaneous or even lustful, or like it just seems like they're not really serious is what the vibe is getting. And I think that also could lead to why initially you don't see it coming, or you might like not want to hear with the Four of Cups, like kind of be, you know, prone to rejecting it. But I am getting the vibes that this is, especially with the King of Pentacles here, this is somebody who is stable. This is somebody who does want something serious. But I just feel like the way that they're going to end up approaching you is going to be just like in a burst of confidence. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Like, I don't know. That's what I'm getting for those of you where this is about another person and about relationships. However, I'm also getting the energy with this that for some of you, this is going to be in regards to your stability, okay? If you have been looking for new ways to make money, to create a different lifestyle, create more access to different things in your life, I feel like this is going to be you stumbling across a new method that you might just not really take that serious, that is going to end up just creating more for you, creating more of a platform for you to stand on. So for example, what I mean by this is, let's say that you have certain skills that you know for a fact you're really good at. You've been doing the same things for years. You have years of experience doing this thing. There might be something that is new that you have an interest in, but you're not good enough at it. Like, for example, this could be something where you think that you're not good enough at it to sell something. Like, let's say that you are an artist and you're a painter, you've been painting since you was a little kid, and you know how to make a good painting. You've been selling paintings, but paintings have been slow, or paintings have been stagnant, and you're kind of stuck because it's like, well, I'm a good painter. Obviously, I should be painting, but you might have recently started fucking, I don't know, let's say you recently started making music. And it's like, you don't feel confident in making music. Maybe you're not that good at writing songs, or you can't sing that well, or you can't rap that well, but you just like doing it. It's fun. And you're just taking it as a hobby. You're not really thinking that like this is something that is going to actually work for you in order to make money, at least not for a long time. But I feel like there is going to be this surge or spark where you are able to make money from it. Maybe still not that highest level yet, but there's like a wave that shows you like, oh, this thing can be lucrative. Maybe I should invest some more energy here. It's like that, like with because the Aries energy is giving me like a big push, but the Page of Wands is saying, okay, this is something kind of new still. And that Six of Swords is like, okay, this isn't going to just be a rise to overnight fame, but it is going to give you the push that you need to get the ball rolling, to get the momentum going. Okay. And I feel like, you know, again, take it how it resonates. For some of you, this is about a business idea or a creative idea, an opportunity, something related to an opportunity, okay? I'm also getting for some of you, this is about travel or about higher education. It could be where you just feel like, maybe I already got accepted to this place, but I really want to go to that place, or I've already built up a career in this thing, but I want to go back to school and study this thing, and I don't know how I can really change my life around to make that work out. There's going to be something here where, boom, a new path gets introduced or a new opportunity gets introduced that starts to make things make sense. What I'm getting for you all, and what you don't see coming, is like right now, I feel like you're in a space in your life where things don't really make sense. Like, you have your plan, you know what you should be doing, or you know what, you know, might make the most sense in accordance to what you know now, but it still feels like something doesn't make sense, or there's still a sense of not really knowing how it's going to work out because there's still like some pieces missing. I'm getting that the pieces are going to be coming into place to then again give you that momentum that you need to really move forward. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some oracles now. If you're enjoying this reading so far, if it's resonating so far, then definitely give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. All right, also thank you to everybody who has been sending like tips recently. That is so helpful. Thank you guys so much. I would like to let y'all know, like, because I feel like we have a community here, all the money that I make from YouTube, my tarot readings, tips, I'm also about to start selling my art as well. all that is going towards my tuition. And so I'm just like extremely grateful that you guys support me, even like not even just about money, but even just watching my videos, liking, commenting, subscribing. Like, I really appreciate you all's this engagement energy so much, because I really am passionate about what I do, and it's my dream to be able to obviously support myself while doing this. Like, I'm sure a lot of us in this community, that's all of our goals pretty much, is to be able to support ourselves doing what we love. So I appreciate you all's support so much. I just wanted to say that. I don't know why that came over me, guys. But anyways, first we have distractions with clouds. Clearly I just got distracted. Okay, let's keep going though, because I want to get some more before I say what I want to say. Clouds, distractions, spirit, what is coming to pile 1 that they are not seeing? What's coming that, what is it, what did I say? What don't they see coming? What don't they see coming? What don't they see coming? Interesting. On the bottom of the deck, we have Palm with Destiny. We have Clouds with Distractions. We have Smiley Face, Joy. And then we have Traffic Cone, Caution. What I feel like you all don't see coming is some type of fated encounter or interaction or connection or opportunity that I really get the vibe that this is going to feel like something that you should avoid, or it's going to feel like something that you just are like, I don't care, you know, or you're just not seeing it for what it is. And that's why it's surprising, because I feel like I said in the beginning, I said like this is something that's already around you. It's something that's already there. So I feel like this is somebody that you already know. If this is a person coming into your life, this is somebody who you already met. If this is a business opportunity, this is something that you already thought about before, or this is something that you've already explored before, that you've already started creating something around. But again, there's this vibe of just like not taking it serious. With distraction here and caution, it's like you might initially see this thing as a waste of time. Like I said with the music example, if you know that you already have mastered painting and you know, thought that it was your calling to become a great painter, and you know, all of a sudden you start making music, but you're just doing it for fun, you're doing it as a hobby, you're doing it as just basically as a distraction from when you get tired of painting, and you don't have no business connects in the music industry, you don't even know how to upload a song to YouTube, you don't even know how to make a music video or how to record a song, you never been in a studio before, you might be like, you know, I just don't see how that is going to do anything for me. Like, it's cool, but like, I shouldn't invest all my time into that. I shouldn't, you know, really market that or really promote that for myself. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do. You get what I'm saying? But it's like something about it is going to end up, I feel like that joy. With the joy here, I feel like something about this is going to end up bringing you a certain level of joy. And then that's when something is going to happen randomly where it's like, oh, maybe this can be something for me. Or I feel like same thing with if this is a person, this could be somebody who might not be your type. Or they might be somebody who doesn't necessarily check off every box on the surface. Or they might seem like a red flag. Not that they've actually done anything that would suggest a red flag, but they just seem like one. Like sometimes, you know, people just assume that like attractive people are cheaters because they're attractive. And just because people throw themselves at them, people assume that, oh yeah, I can't date that person, they're not going to be loyal because they get too much attention. When in reality, they could be loyal if they want to be. And there's plenty of people who look like something that crawled onto Earth from another planet that are serial cheaters. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't really judge a book by its cover in that sense. And I feel like if this is about a person, it could be somebody who you are judging by their cover, not doing it from a malicious place, but a place of trying to protect yourself. You might be in a phase of life where you're really focused on something, and it's like, you know, I don't want nobody to come into my life and distract me and break my heart, and I'm trying to go to school, or I'm trying to get my money together, or I'm trying to buy a house, or I'm trying to raise my kids. Like, I don't have time for this. It's like you're trying to protect yourself because it's like, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this distraction. I don't have time to get hurt. Or if it's a business thing, it's like I don't have time to invest into that. I'm already struggling as it is. So why would I invest my time and money into something that I don't even know what I'm doing for real? Or that's not really where I saw myself going. Or you get what I'm saying? If I'm already trying to build this business, why would I invest into a second business or a side hustle that I don't really see going anywhere? Why would I waste my time? It's like this energy of like thinking that this is going to be a waste of time, but in reality, this is something that brings you joy. And I feel like that energy, that joy is going to lead to opportunities being unlocked. this person might be somebody who you assume like that could break your heart, but they have no intentions of doing that. And it's like, once you actually give them a chance, then it's like you realize, oh, I'm actually really happy with this person. I actually really like spending time with this person. I needed this person. I needed, this person makes me feel supported. I have a friend again, or I have a partner I feel desired, or whatever the case may be. Or this opportunity, like I said, this could be an opportunity that ends up turning into something where you might end up getting funding to pursue something new that you didn't necessarily see popping off for you. Or maybe, you was just like, fuck it, let me just put out the song. Y'all know, like, there's so many artists who, they weren't taking music seriously. It was a hobby, and they just put out the song, and then boom, the song is viral. They get picked up by the label, boom, their whole life changes. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with somebody who's like, oh, I didn't really want that person when they first talked to me because I thought that they were going to be this and that. But boom, they end up getting married because the person is not what they thought they were going to be. This is that energy of like, whether this is a person, whether this is an opportunity, this is the vibe of like, don't judge a book by its cover. So if something seems, because I feel like whatever this is, the reason why you might initially feel like you want to reject it is because it almost seems too good to be true, or it just seems unrealistic, or it seems like it could potentially cause you to be disappointed. So that's why it's like, but I feel like there's going to be this energetic exchange, okay, that comes through in a way where you can't ignore it, where it would be, you would be really self-sabotaging to not take the opportunity. Aries is a very bold, it's the first sign, it's a very bold, steadfast, trailblazing energy. And Aries is known for being able to be really good at business and starting new things. They don't always finish them, but they're really good at starting, having that, creating that initial wave of energy. So this is like that. It's like there's going to come an initial wave of energy at you, and it's like it's up to you to ride that wave and to actually turn it into something with the Six of Swords. It's up to you to actually turn it into something that can be long lasting and to ground the energy and catch the energy. It's making me think about if y'all was if y'all are my age, I'm 25. I'm gonna be 26 next Friday. Also, if y'all would like to tip your girl for her birthday, the Venmo and the Cash App is open. Always appreciate it, never need it. Anyways, it's making me think about the Disney Channel game from Lilo and Stitch, where like the I forget the number alien, but it was one of the aliens, I think. And or no, was it Ron? No, I think it was the alien from Lilo and Stitch. Anyways, it's like a sandwich game, and the alien is like going back and forth. You have to go back and forth and like catch the sandwich toppings, and like they're falling, and you have to catch them, and it gets harder and harder as the game goes on because like the sandwich gets taller and there's too much to catch, all that kind of stuff. The point that I'm saying is, visually, it's the same energy of like there's opportunity falling, and it's up to you to catch it. Okay, and once so much falls, you lose the game. So it's like, if you don't take advantage of these opportunities as they're coming to you, even though you don't see them coming, once you see it, okay, that's why you're also being told now, so that when something good happens unexpectedly and you be like, you can look back and think back to this reading and be like, let me see. Okay, this is a vibe of like, at the least, do it for the plot. Do it for the plot, because this is not one of those things that you're going to do it for the plot and it's going to like fuck you up for life. This is one of those things you're going to do it for the plot, and you're going to have destined experiences. You're going to expand yourself. I'm not saying that this is going to be the person that you marry. I'm not saying that this is going to be your career for the rest of your life and you're going to get rich overnight. What I am saying is there is a new wave of opportunity coming towards you, where you're going to have fated encounters and fated opportunities that come to you to help to ease you into this next stage of your life. Because I feel like if you're resonating with this, a lot of you, I know in my collective, I was just doing readings before I said my break about a new timeline and what's coming up next. And a lot of you are entering into new timelines where you're trying new things, you're starting new businesses, you're in new relationships, you're meeting new people, you're traveling, all these things. And again, there's a lot of uncertainty in that. Even though these are positive things, there's a lot of, I don't know what's going to happen next. So there's this energy, this opportunity, fated things are coming into your realm, into your orbit, in order to help you to ease on down the road. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Pile 1. What's coming to you unexpectedly, or what you don't see coming, is an opportunity or a person in a burst of energy that if you accept, if you say yes, okay, can help you in this next phase of life, help to guide you, help to give you more ease, help things to be more peaceful and make more sense. All right, so that's what I have for you. If you made it to the end of Pile 1, then comment opportunity, because this is an opportunity, whether it's a person, whether it's an opportunity for love, friendship, business, whatever. This is an opportunity, all right? So that's what I have for you, Power One. Go ahead and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Go ahead and also subscribe to the channel so that you can join the team and catch this vibe. Other than that, I love y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Hey, y'all. Welcome to your Pow Pow 2. Welcome to your reading. I've been saying that. Pow Pow. Anyway, welcome to your reading, Pow 2. Welcome to Aniah's Notes. Today we're going to be looking into what you don't see coming, all right? So let's go ahead and get straight into it. If you all would like to take a personal reading with me, you can find the information down below. You can also tip your girl is never required, okay, but always appreciated. And shout out to those of you who have been sending me tips, like y'all are so sweet. And just to let you guys know, I am in college right now and I use my business to pay for that. So any YouTube videos, bookings, tips, I'm about to start selling my art as well, because I am going to school to be an artist and I would love to actually make money from what I love. So when I start selling my art, all that is going towards my tuition. So I'm extremely grateful for everybody who supports this channel, even if it's not monetary, even if it's just subscribing, commenting, liking, engaging, watching. I appreciate y'all so much. Like, I'm so grateful for this opportunity. And I know that most of you guys are also artists and entrepreneurs, and I just think that's so cool. So I just wanted to show my appreciation, make sure I let y'all know that I am grateful, okay, for the community that we have here and for you all support. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. All right, Spirit, what does Power 2 not see coming at this time? Ooh. What was that? All right, we have the King of Cups. King of Cups. Let's see. We have the Two of Pentacles. Also, y'all, I'm not channeling from images today just because I didn't make a thumbnail yet. So sometimes in order for me to do that, obviously I have to make the thumbnail before I record the video. But today I was like, I just wanted to record right now, so I'm recording. But I didn't make a thumbnail. I also didn't put on mascara. I just was like, I'm ready to start recording. Okay, fuck all that. All right, so we have the Four of Swords. So we're just going back to the OG original way that I used to do my readings, with just straight tarot and oracle cards. For today's reading, let's see. Whoa, that fell literally right on my lap. Wow. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. And one more card, please, Spirit. Whoa, your cards have been flipping like crazy, Power 2. We have the Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Wands. Also, Eight of Pentacles. Power 2, what you don't see coming is a greater work-life balance, a greater sense of balance in your life overall, okay? With the Nine of Wands being the bottom of the deck energy, I get the vibe that you could be very stressed. You could feel like you have a lot going on. You could be really busy and just feel like you might feel like you're managing your time well, but you just feel like you don't have enough time, or, you know, things are always crunched in, or things are always, how do I want to say this? Like, you just don't have enough free time, or there's never enough time in the day to do everything that you need to do, okay? I get the vibe that you're working a lot and you're often like juggling a lot of things. And this can also be trying to juggle your personal life with your work life. Or if you're in school, like trying to balance that with trying to still make money or trying to still socialize. Like I feel like there's this vibe of like you literally like juggling a lot and like never being able to really put anything down or just be still. And what's coming that you don't see coming is I feel like an increased sense of creativity as well as spiritual nourishment that's going to allow you to better balance these things out. So you might feel like at this time, and I haven't been taking reversals for my past couple of readings, but here we have the Nine of Wands upright and then we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. And initially I was going to turn it upright, or I was going to read it that way, but I feel like it's reversed for a reason. And I get the vibes that you might be in a phase of life where you think that the way for you to manage everything that you have going on right now is to do more, right? Is to do more or potentially take on more. That's what's going to like be what gives you the space to have more rest and more balance. I actually feel like what's going to help you is not actually to do more, but to do less of what's draining you. So an example, the immediate first example that's coming to mind is your phone. So you might find that if you feel like you don't have enough time and you're always rushing, or you're always doing something, you feel like you don't have enough time to just relax, or to maybe go to the gym, or to go to the spa, or to get your hair done, and take care of yourself in certain ways, one of the ways that you are draining your time is by being on your phone or being on social media too much. And this is not saying it like in like a, oh, it was that damn phone, kind of, but it's more so the vibe that I'm getting, that your time is being, because I feel like this group is heavily about time. I feel like your time is being drained, and thus your energy is also being drained. Because I've been thinking about this for the past few days. I don't know if this is because I have prominent Capricorn placements, y'all, but I've been heavily thinking about time lately, and thinking about how time, we have to sell a lot of times our time for money, but time is actually what's the most valuable, okay? And we literally our energy is being siphoned through our phones. That's why the best thing that you can do, in my opinion, is if you're going to be on your phone, be doing something that's going to benefit you. Be watching or reading that's going to inspire you and uplift you, motivate you. If you're going to be watching readings, don't be watching readings that just is talking about how that bitch from high school still don't like you. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying? If you're going to be on social media, learn something. Okay, educate yourself or uplift yourself, learn something new. You get what I'm saying? Use it as a tool to benefit you, rather than just letting all your time and energy go to, keeping up with the latest gossip or latest tea, or, just in general things that are not necessarily going to benefit you. They're actually draining you. And I feel like that's why there's this energy of feeling like tired and depleted, because you do have a lot going on. But the issue is not really that you're doing too much. It's more so that you're like wasting too much. So then the little bit of time and energy that you do have left ends up feeling wasted. And I can attest to this, because I was just on my phone for like an hour before I recorded this reading. I could have been up. I took a nap. Child, I came home from class and I took a nap, like, oh, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna do this and that, the third. Why did I wake up at around 8 o'clock? First of all, I was supposed to wake up. Initially, I could wake up at 7 if I wanted to. I did set my alarm till 8. Didn't actually get out of my bed till 9. And then I should start recording this video until like 10:30. But I'll be like, oh, I'm so tired, and now I have to cram everything, and I have to pull an all-nighter. But really, that's my fault. I did that, right? That's why I'm able to be self-aware enough about it to tell you the same thing. But I'm knowing, okay, I gotta get off my phone. Because at the end of the day, okay, I have time. Am I wasting it though? Okay, I feel like there's something here about you draining your resources. And for a lot of you, this could be time, obviously, but it could also be money. Okay, maybe you are realizing, like, do I actually not make enough money, or do I just overspend? Maybe if I didn't go out to eat all the time, or maybe if I didn't feed my Mary Jane habit, or maybe if I didn't feel the need to get my hair done every other week, or maybe if I didn't love to buy clothes, but new clothes and shoes, or if I didn't love to go out and drink and go to the bar and buy hookah or whatever is your thing, right? Not judging, I'm just saying, I'm just listing out normal shit that we tend to do. But it's like, okay, if I'm spending all my money doing that, am I actually not making enough money to invest in my business, or to get that gym membership, or to do whatever else it is that I might want to do that I might find to be more important? Or am I just wasting the resources that I do have? There's energy here of needing to be more honest with yourself, but also more compassionate with yourself. This isn't about beating you up or saying that it's your fault that you're in this scenario. Even if you do spend less time on your phone, you might still feel like you're busy. Even if you do save money, you still feel like, okay, I still want to make more money. I can save money, yes, but I still feel like I want to make more. So this is not to shame you in any way, but it's more so to say what you don't see coming is a certain realization, or a new, like, I feel like you're going to learn some type of new skill or some type of technique that helps you to draw back on this, or something that actually clicks. For some of you, if this is you, like I said, maybe you like to go out to eat all the time and you just like don't like cooking, and so you end up spending all your money on food. This could be you learning a new recipe, or finding a new, cooking influencer that makes recipes that you actually like, that are cost efficient, and you can make it, and it's not draining for you to cook, and so therefore you end up cooking more at home. You end up saving more money, even though you never thought you would be the type of person to cook at home. This could be something where you love buying clothes or whatever, and you always spend all your money on clothes, and you end up finding this place that has good quality clothes for like the greatest price, where it's like, okay, I can still shop here, but it's not draining me like how this did. Or you could be randomly learning how to make clothes, or somebody could like offer you, oh, I'm getting rid of these clothes in my closet, do you want to look through this bag? You get what I'm saying? Like, there's something here about you finding unique ways to get your energy back, and get your time back, get your money back, okay? And then I feel like that is going to lead to you being more well rested, feeling like you have more, and feeling more creative, which then is going to lead to you being able to multiply what you can do in a day, what you can do with your money, what you can do with your time. And then there's going to be like this domino effect of abundance that gets created from that. But I feel like it is initially starting out with something that is like a restriction or a limitation. I feel like putting a restriction on something that is draining your energy is going to allow that energy to then flow into something else. It's like, you know, a channel of water. Like if I block out, if the water is coming from here and then it breaks off like this, but then I block off this one, then now all the water has no choice but to go this way. So it's like, I feel like you're creating energetic blockages and limitations onto things that are draining. It's also making me think about a tomato plant. And if you guys have ever had a tomato plant, you have to prune it, because tomatoes, they don't just grow tomatoes, they also grow just random vines that if they don't get pruned, they will just keep growing, but they'll never produce any tomatoes. And the reason why you want to prune the plant is that the plant only has so much energy to grow per day. It's going to have so much access to sunlight and water and the soil's nutrients every day, plus its own energy of actually sitting there and doing the photosynthesis, right? So the reason why you want to prune off the vines that are not going to produce tomatoes is that once you cut them off, then now the plant has no choice but to send those extra nutrients and that extra energy into the vines that are actually growing tomatoes. And if you have ever grown a tomato plant yourself, you will literally see it. Like, you will prune your plant and then literally 2-3 days later, the tomatoes will literally be visibly bigger. And if you don't prune your plant, you will notice that the tomatoes will not get the same, they won't grow as much when it's not pruned. It's actually so cool to watch. Like, I bring up tomato plants in my videos a lot because it's my favorite plant to grow. I'm not gonna lie. It's not my favorite thing to eat, but like when I had my gardening era and I was growing a lot of things, tomatoes are my favorite thing to grow. Like, so amazing, so rewarding, okay? And obviously very spiritually symbolic as well. But anyways, yes, this is what is happening for you. You're realizing exactly what you need to prune, or you're like learning new techniques in order to prune away the things that are like draining your energy, so that you can then refocus that energy into things that are going to improve your overall quality of life, such as taking better care of yourself, cooking nutritious meals, spending money where it actually matters to you. This is also getting like, you're going to be like randomly having epiphanies about what you find to be valuable as well. Like, maybe you thought that it was valuable to you to like always buy new clothes, but then you realize, you know what? I have enough clothes and I like the outfits that I can put together. What I really value is, I don't know, going out to eat. You know, and I'm not saying that it has to be one, you know, shallow or frivolous thing for something super important. It just could be something where it's like, okay, I was spending my money on this when really I value this. You know, you could be the opposite, where it's like, I'm always spending my money on food and always eating out, but I keep wearing the same 3 outfits. Let me switch my values. Let me cut off this and start cooking at home so that I can then spend more money on my fashion. And for some of you, it is going to be something that's more serious or more like a long-term thing. Maybe you guys want to go back to school and so, okay, I spend all my money on food and clothes and shoes. I need to be saving that up and putting that towards some tuition. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you want to buy a house, or you want to move into a better space, or maybe you want to get a car. And it's like, okay, well, instead of going out to eat and going to the bar every weekend, let me instead save that couple $100 I was going to spend on that and put it towards saving up for a new car. Or, excuse me, maybe you want to travel. And it's like, okay, well, I can either have fun in my city on the weekends, or I can save up and not go out for a couple weekends and have fun in another country. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting the vibes that there's this energy of blocking something off so that the energy can flow into something else. This can also be, it doesn't have to be about money though. It can also be about time, and effort. Some of you want to rearrange your sleep schedule, or you are going to be like I said, like spending less time on social media and redirecting that time into something else. And I feel like this can also lead to like discovery. This is going to lead to like discoveries of just newness. The reason why I feel like you don't see this coming though is because you might right now be at a phase of life where you feel like you're having a hard time doing that. I feel like this is one of those things where like you try to do something over and over and over again, and you keep starting, stopping, and it just doesn't work until like you find that one method that just clicks, or like you just get to that point in life where it just like clicks, and then after that, it's easy to now do the thing that maybe was hard before. It's like if you were trying to work out on and off and have a fitness journey on and off for a long time, and then something, you learn a new workout routine or a new technique, or you go to a new gym or something that just changes it, and it's just like, this is a habit now. This is who I am now. This is a part of me now. I don't know. There's like an identity shift happening. Okay. it's like you're going to stop associating with the same things that were draining you in the first place. But it's like, I feel like this one is very like mental. It's very like an internal type of thing for you, pal, too. It's very like, I don't know how to describe it other than that. It's just like, I feel like it's like an epiphany. It's either going to be like an epiphany where you just like randomly like connect some dots, or you're going to learn about a technique or some type of skill or some method of doing something that you had not heard of before that is going to then give you a different perspective, to where changing your routine or your habits, or just again like cutting off whatever is draining you in your life, is going to just automatically like somehow just seem so easy, and it's going to just make so much sense even though it didn't make sense previously, or like it's going to seem to be so clear even though it didn't make any sense or it felt muddy before. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pal 2. That was very interesting. Definitely let me know in the comments how y'all felt about that. If you made it to the end of pal 2, then comment clarity so that I know you made it to the end. All right, yeah, that's all I have for you. Go ahead and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel so that you can join the team and catch this vibe. Other than that, I love y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Hey, pal 3, welcome to your reading. Welcome to Aniah's notes. So today, y'all, we're going to be looking into what you don't see coming. All right, I want to start out by saying that I'm so grateful for you all's support. Like, y'all have been sending me tips, y'all been booking readings. I'm just very grateful and very appreciative. The comments, the likes, the subscribes. I've only posted, this will be my 5th, because I have a video already in queue waiting to be posted. So when y'all see this, I think this will be like the 6th video back that I posted. But still, only like 5 videos at the moment that I'm recording this. I've only uploaded 4 videos on YouTube since I've been back, and I've already gained like 150 something subscribers. Okay, thank y'all. What the heck? And like, again, the support. Just know, guys, my dream in life is to be a spiritual artist and a spiritual creator, be able to make money doing what I love to do and helping people and expressing myself. And I'm using the money for my business to pay for my tuition. So I'm just very, very grateful for all of your support. And I just want to make that, I don't know, I said that in the first pile, and I just kept wanting to say that. So I want to start there. But with that being said, if you all would like to book or support or any way tip anything like that, also find the intro song and just my social media is all in the description box. I think I said that already though in the beginning, but I like to say it again because I know some of y'all don't watch the intro. It's no shade, I don't watch intros either. That's why I know you don't do it. So let's go ahead and get it straight into the reading. All right, Spirit, what does pile 3 not see coming? Also today I'm not channeling from images just because I did not make a thumbnail today. I just started recording. So we're here and I'll make a thumbnail after I get done with this. Okay. So we're going to just go back to the tarot cards. I may or may not pull oracle cards. It depends on if I feel like it's needed or not. So let's go, y'all. I'm so sorry. By the time I get to pile 3, my throat is just like overly active at this point, and so I end up slipping over my words. But y'all know what I mean. Y'all bear with me. Spirit, what does pile 3 not see coming? First, we have the 2 of Pentacles. Today I am using the Herb Crafters Tarot. Let's see. We also have the 2 of Swords. I wouldn't be surprised if some of y'all watch all 3 piles today. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. I would not be shocked. We have the Fool. What is this? We have the Star. But if pile 3 was the only one that you were drawn to, don't take that as a sign that you should watch them all. I just wouldn't be shocked. And then last but not least, we have the 7 of Pentacles. What is this on the bottom of the deck? The 5 of Pentacles reversed. So for you, pile 3, what you all don't see coming. And then after that, we have the Emperor. And the Emperor has actually surprisingly come out in all 3 decks. I didn't mention it in pile 2, but it was on the bottom of the deck. I just didn't say that, but it was there. So that's actually crazy. Anyways, for you, what's coming, pile 3, that you don't see coming is a new opportunity that helps you to make a decision. There's like a new opportunity or new information that I feel like is helping you to make a decision. With the 2 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords here, I'm getting that you guys have probably been thinking a lot about ways to expand your income, ways to overall improve your lifestyle, but especially in regards to like your finances or like what you do for work. Okay, if this is not about the money itself, it's about just figuring out like how you want to make money, or like maybe you've been feeling dissatisfied with like your job or what you do for a living and trying to like find other ways to, recreate that income and like just adjust your life to make more sense in accordance to like what you desire for yourself. Okay, you could also be just trying to educate yourself or learn new things, learn new techniques, and just in life in general, or learn like specific skills that have to do with maybe where you want your life to go. And I feel like with the Five of Pentacles here and the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like you might feel like you've been experiencing delays, or you feel like you've been experiencing having to do things with not many resources, or, you know, maybe feel like you've always been in a survival mode as opposed to thriving mode. Like maybe you feel like you've thrived a little bit, but you've mainly just been surviving, or like living paycheck to paycheck, or living blessing to blessing, you know, like not really knowing what is to come. Right, this is only the two of the this is only the two. This is only the Two of Pentacles. Only the Two of Swords. We're not deeper into the story yet. And even after that, we have the Fool, which is literally the first card of the Arcana. It's not even one, it's zero. This is nothingness. This is literally jumping out into the darkness. But then we have that progression that we see with us then having the Star, which is number 17, and then having the Seven of Pentacles from the twos, okay? Even with the Five of Pentacles is reversed. So what I'm seeing is, what I feel like was coming for you all that you don't see is something that illuminates the path and also kind of kickstarts you. It still doesn't kickstart you to that final, you know, overall point of abundance, or overall point of just having everything figured out and having all these systems in place, and, you know, not necessarily being at the 10 of Pentacles or the King of Pentacles, but there is for growth. There is progression to where it's like, okay, I'm not struggling anymore. I feel like for you all, pal, too, this could look like heavily like you guys discovering a new side hustle with the twos as well. Like you might have one main source of income already, and maybe you're trying to build something else, or maybe you have like a business and you're trying to build another source of income, or look for a job, or there's something here about you already have something, but you're looking to add on something else. And what you don't see coming is that something else. And that may be that because there's something else with this Star card and this Aquarius energy, this Uranus energy. It's something that I feel like has a lot of faded energy, where it's not going to be something that you can necessarily predict, or it's going to be something that is different than everything that you're aware of. So this kind of is reminding me of Pile 1, low-key. But there's this vibe that you might just not be aware of something. Like there might be something where you're just simply not aware of it, like you just don't know. And it's one of those things where you don't know until you know, and then once you know, then you can use it. So for example, if you're somebody who, let's say that you didn't know that, I don't fucking know, let's say you didn't know about stocks. You didn't know about the stock market, right? So there was no way for you to become a trader. There was no way for you to learn how to make money or invest into the stock market if you did not know it existed. This is going to be something where we're like, boom, you get put onto the stock market and you start learning about it. As well as Aquarius also makes you think about the internet and like deep knowledge as well. So I feel like this is going to be something where you end up learning about it, and then you end up kind of going into a rabbit hole of knowledge and information that then helps you to progress. And so it's like one of those things where it's like, if you know, you know, or like once you know, you know, once you see it, you can't unsee it. There's something going to be illuminated to you. I keep saying that, like there's like a path illuminated, or something where like, y'all know, like it's giving them like it's making me think of about like a motion detector lights, like the ones where like it's not going to cut on until you walk towards it. And so then once you get close enough, then the light comes on, and then you can see everything. So it's like this energy that you will not be able to get to this point of this thing being illuminated to you until you kind of walk enough without sight. That's where we also have like the Fool to the Star. Like the stars literally illuminate and cast light. So there's this energy of you having to be willing to kind of keep going forward without really knowing where you're going, or like knowing why you're doing something or why you're feeling drawn towards something. Just keep going with those twos where it's like, okay, I think I have something, not really sure, I'm kind of grappling, I'm going back and forth, but I'm still moving forward. Then there's like this information. I feel like this is definitely going to be about information or ideas that you are illuminated to, or that are shown to you, where it's like then you can take that, learn about these things, apply them, and then push yourself forward out of poverty or out of lack, out of only surviving. Okay, this feels like something where you're going to be able to increase your income. I feel like this is heavily about money for this pile. And I feel like this is about you being able to increase your income in a way where you still have money left over after you pay your bills, to put it simply. Or, you know, if this is where you make money to pay your bills, but it's from a stream of income that you don't really like anymore, like a job that you don't resonate with or something like that, this is where you're going to be able to start to replace that income with something that you do like. Okay, this is something that you want to thriving. But I am seeing here that it's still going to be a progression. I'm getting that there's like a boost of energy, but it's still going to be something that requires long-term effort or like consistency. Okay, because the Seven of Pentacles is about still going despite not seeing all the results. So even though there's progression here, this is something where I feel like this is still going to take work in order to maintain. This is not going to be the stage where, you know, everything is passive income and I don't have to work anymore. You know, even rich people a lot of rich people have to work. Even people who are making high six figures still have to show up to their job or to their business in order to maintain that. So this is kind of like, you know, we're getting towards that level where it's like, okay, I'm able to save money now. I'm able to invest into things. I'm able to buy myself nice things without having to worry about not being able to pay my bills, but I still have to show up. Okay, so that's what this is like giving for you all, Pile 3. Something where you're able to work smarter, not harder, but there's still going to be hard work required. There's still going to be effort required. Even if the effort is not as strenuous, it's still effort in learning. Like Aquarius is an air sign, and Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. Aquarius is about, you know, being ahead of the wave and like deep knowledge and being unconventional and what is the word I'm thinking of? Innovative. So it's like this might be something where I feel like for a lot of you, this could be you learning how to make money online or discovering a new way to make money online or through your community, because Aquarius can also represent communities. This could be like some type of like crowdfunding that you find out about, or grants, or opportunities where people want to donate to you, or, you know, you can find funding for a cause, or you find a way to make money online. You find a new way to market yourself online so that where, you know, your business can thrive more, or you end up discovering a whole new side hustle that it works through the internet. Like something where it's like there's still going to be effort required, but it's not like the same physical back-breaking effort of maybe making money in a more manual labor type of way. Okay, yeah, guys, that's pretty much that on that. So I feel like we do have some more time to get some more insight. So if you're enjoying the reading thus far, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so that you can join the team and catch this vibe. But I'm going to pull some oracle cards now. Right now I just feel like you're in this like back and forth energy, and the advice is just to keep going towards what you are trying to manifest. Not quite what makes sense. Do what makes sense for your day-to-day, but like don't go back to something that you know is familiar, but it's not really going to add to your goals, or it's not pushing you in the direction that you want to go towards. Even if the direction that you want to go towards, you don't know how you're going to get there and it might seem unrealistic or far-fetched, keep going that way in the most practical ways that you know how at this time, and allow things to unfold. Okay, first card out we have is Evil Eye with protection. Okay, you are definitely protected at this time. So that's what I'm saying, to like keep going. Then we also have that progression because we have the Fool, which is 0, and then we have this card, which is 1. So definitely like there's a progression happening here. What you don't see coming is your progression. You are already progressing. It's just that I feel like right now you're in a phase where things just kind of don't seem like they're off the ground, or it doesn't seem like there's much happening. But this is like a underbelly, like the boiling of the water before. Like if you ever have watched water boil, if you've ever been bored enough to watch water boil, you will know that the bubbles start out very small along the bottom of the pan first before they start to actually make it to the surface in those big boiling bubbles that we see once it's already boiling. So there's like this energy that like there's heat rising on the bottom beneath the surface, that if you're only looking at the surface, you don't see it. They're not big enough yet for you to see it, but it's there. Okay, so let's see. Next we have Destiny with Palm. Yeah, some of y'all definitely came from Pile 1, because this is definitely giving me very similar vibes to Pile 1. In the progression again, what the fuck? This is literally 17, the star, and this is the Palm Destiny 18. Like, come on now. And I already said these things were going to be like fated or happening unexpectedly to you, but they were kind of like written in the stars type shit. Like, this is going to be something where you were always meant to come here. Yeah, and then we have 5 with obstacles, mountains, 5 of pentacles. It's like literally your path is being illuminated. And we have crystals, achievement. Okay, it's literally like your path is unfolding as you overcome the obstacles. You seeking to overcome the obstacles in the first place is what's going to lead you to the illumination. You not giving up at the sight of challenges, and you deciding to push through and to learn new things and to expand your mind, to get creative, to open yourself up to learning new things, to try new paths, to try new methods. That is what's going to then lead you to the path as it illuminates. That's what's going to lead you to these fated encounters. And that's where it's like right now, we might be kind of grappling back and forth. Keep choosing forward. Don't look backwards. Keep choosing forward, even if it doesn't make sense, okay? I feel like everybody can attest to something in their life where it's like, if you had have given up back then, you wouldn't be where you are now. And it's that same energy. You know, life is cyclical. So, you know, there's going to be times where we're up and there's times where we're down. Right now, if you feel like you're in a time when you're down, think about a time when you were up. Think about how right now, even in your down season, there's something about this that is up that a past version of yourself would not have gotten you here had your past self not decided to overcome a certain obstacle. Even if it's something small, okay? If you live in an apartment right now, think about the fact that, okay, at one point you probably didn't have that apartment. If you got a car, at one point you probably didn't have that car. Even if you have a job that you don't like, at one point you probably didn't even have that job, and you probably had less money before you got that job, okay? So overall, really practice gratitude in this time and protect your mind. With the evil eye and the protection, I'm getting the need to protect your mind. Protect your mind from fear, protect your mind from worry, from desperation, protect your nervous system from those things. If you ever are in a time where you feel stressed, stop right then and there, be aware of it, and do whatever you need to do to regulate yourself. Because stress and fear is going to be, I really feel like the only thing that's going to hold you back in this time. Keep in mind that you already are where you at. So you already are where you at. Let me have a little decorum. Let me speak a little. You already are where you are. You already are here. Okay, so whatever is stressing you out about where you're at now, currently, you're already there. So focus on improvement. Focus on moving forward. Don't really dwell on the past. Don't dwell on negativity, okay? Because that's going to be like your Achilles heel. Your Achilles heel here is, you know, giving up before you've really tried. Because I'm getting the vibes that for you, Pile 3, what's going to come for you is like a light at the end of the tunnel, or like something. It's like you're going to learn something or gain a new awareness of something through facing a challenge, like specifically through facing a challenge. So don't give up at the sight of the challenge, because the challenge is just, it's just there for like training grounds, damn near. It's kind of like when you're in college, like they give you assignments in order to force you to do something that you would not have done otherwise, to learn something that you would not have learned otherwise. And that's why college can be difficult, because like, had I not signed up for this course and had I not been given this assignment, I wouldn't have to do this. But at the same time, it is the challenge of that course that ends up teaching you something that then gives you more wisdom and value to obviously able to get a job, start a business, do whatever you do, you know. But that's, you know, just an example here, okay? So for you, Power 3, I feel like what's coming that you don't see is information or a light bulb, an idea, information, something fated, okay? So I'm going to say the lights. We're going to just say the lights, because like I keep getting the path, like I keep getting the saying that like your path is going to be illuminated, or the light at the end of the tunnel. So if you made it to the end of Power 3, then comment light, because what's coming for you that you don't see is, again, a light bulb, like an idea, information, new method, new technique, okay? That is going to overall boost you and send you on an upward trajectory, okay? So that's what I have for you, Pile 3. That's what I have for you, Pile 3. Go ahead and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that you can join the team and catch this vibe. Other than that, I love y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.